Hey, so we are going to start the last of the videos on how to reach out to people on Facebook that we do not know. Today is mostly about the follow-up and kind of getting to them to join the team, or your team specifically. So to start out, there's tons and tons of scripts on here. So I'm actually going to send you guys the scripts, okay? But I'm still going to screen share with you guys so you know kind of where I'm going and understand what is happening. Okay, so first off, you're going to follow the first 3 videos. You're going to initiate the conversation. You're going to figure out their problem. So when to send them the info, okay? This is really important. You're going to figure out their problem. So that's kind of when you're making the connection and talking to them, becoming friends with them, seeing if it's even an option for them. Some people are going to be happy in their job or their career or whatever they're doing, and you just got to let it be and leave them alone. You don't want to push Plexus on them because then they'll never grow and be a fabulous team member because they don't want to do it. You know, these people want to be a leader, that you want people that are trying to improve their life or others. So you're going to figure out their problem, and then you're going to dig deeper. So remember those questions I gave you guys to continue the conversation? You're going to keep asking those and keep going back and forth. I usually do that. It depends on the person. Some people are going to be really open, and it's going to shock you guys. They're just going to tell you their life stories. Others, it's going to take some more time. So just be conscious and aware, and you'll know. You'll know, one, if it's a match for them, whether that be the products or the business. And 2, you'll know kind of when to go at it. My biggest thing that I have found is don't wait too long. Starting out, I think I waited too long. I was trying to make the friendships too much, like make us too close and into a friendship, when yes, we want to make a friendship, but at the same time, we want an opening to ask if they're interested in the business. So don't wait too long. Really give them a couple messages back and forth until you feel comfortable. You're going to add a closing line, and then you're going to get their information and give them your phone number and information. And we're going to go through all of this right now. So once you figure out their problem and you dig a little deeper with all the questions I gave you guys, you're going to add a closing line. So these right here are the closing lines that the marketing company that I used gave us. Some of them are good, some of them aren't. Personally, I haven't found one that really sticks out to me. Play with them, and like I said, edit them for you. Don't make it sound like some random person just copy and pasted into the friendship that you've built, okay? So one of them is, like, for someone that's a really busy person, you could say this: I run a side project for busy people to help them out. Insert whatever that specific person is dealing with. If you're open, I could send you some information. So these are all really awesome. Edit them towards the person. And honestly, what I do is I have made steps on my phone. I can actually screenshot it. I don't know where my phone is right now, right? Like, who doesn't lose their phone every time? Yeah, I don't know where it's at. But I will screenshot it and send it to you guys in the message that we have going so you guys can know. But I actually literally just type these out, have them in my notes in my phone, and then when it comes that time, I paste it into the message, and then I edit it to that specific person so that I can have everything that we've been talking about right there, and I can kind of go back and forth. For someone that you're talking to with that's already in a network marketing company, you might still be able to get someone. You do have to be conscious with compliance, because compliance says you aren't supposed to actively sell multiple things in network marketing that are competing. So you do have to be conscious of that. But for the most part, people are not going to be on tons and tons of different network marketing companies. So then this would be a closing script you could use for someone that you're talking to that is a network marketer and might be interested in switching for, whatever reason that would be. So then after you ask them one of these questions, one of the closing questions, they're going to come back at you and say, sure, why not? Or no thanks, no big, maybe another time. At that point, you say, the typical things. No big deal. I totally understand. I just like to give people the option. Or you say, awesome, and then you go on to give them some information. So then you're going to go here. So this is the steps that you use. You can get them either on the phone before you give them information, or you can give them information and then get them on the phone. Personally, I always give them information and then I try to get them on the phone. I'm considering changing the strategy up and trying the other way, simply because it's working but not fabulously, and I'm not sure if that's just because I'm so new at trying this technique, or if I should be getting them on the phone before I send them information. So this is the one I've been using. I actually put these two together. So here's a short video. Typically, I will put a diamond documentary in there so they can see the opportunity of the business. So I would say, here's a short video on someone that made it to the top. And then I find a diamond documentary that represents what they've been going through. So maybe someone that's bankrupt, or someone that's a single mom and made diamond, things like that, so that they will personally be able to connect with that video. And then I also will add a second video, and I'll say, also, here's a video on the products. Typically, I send them just the Plexus product overview video that they have on YouTube. But if it's a specific person that is dealing with a specific thing, sometimes I'll send them like an Ame Darling triplex video or something like that, which if you guys have not looked into that, you should. It's a really awesome video. She's a nutritionist, so she really gives another view on a triplex. And then I add this. By the way, here's my phone number if you have any questions. What's yours, so I know who's calling me? If you add your phone number first, they're not going to be as reluctant to give you theirs. Okay? If you don't feel comfortable giving out your number, that's fine. But make sure that they know you're available. So say, by the way, if you have any questions, feel free to message me. I am always really good about getting back in X amount of time, or I'm always available if you need to talk to me, whatever you want to say. So then there's another way you can do it, is getting them on the phone before you give them information. So like I said, I haven't tried this out yet, but I think I might start trying it. So what you do is say, what's your phone number? I'll give you a call and find out the best info to send you, and we can go from there. So the cool thing about this is everybody's so different, and Plexus can do so much for so many different people that you want to really be able to tailor it to that person. So you have to know them a little bit. And a lot of times when you dig, like I was telling you earlier up in here, when you dig deeper and dig for pain, like I keep saying, you're going to find what kind of videos you want to send them. But sometimes you're not. And so feel free to get them on the phone. Make it easier on you. Okay? So those are the two ways. At that point, me personally, I don't, obviously work what works best for you. Me personally, as soon as I send them videos, I put them in my follow-up system. I start following up with them. I start saying, okay, so how does it look? What do you think? And in the getting them on the phone, after it says the video, it says, how soon do you think you can take a look, right? Well, that will kind of give you a time. Sometimes they'll tell you, sometimes they won't. If they say that night, get back to them in the next day. If they say in a couple days, get back to them in 3 to 5 days, okay? And then just add them into your follow-up system. Add them into your note cards. That way, you will constantly be catching up with them, reminding them. At that point, I always try to follow them or friend request them, but I do try to do that sparingly because of the whole Facebook jail. So then, when you get them on the phone, so once they've watched the videos, they're a little interested, and they want to talk to you, you want to get them on the phone immediately, like ASAP, okay? Make a phone appointment, and also be conscious of time zone changes, okay? That will happen. You won't even think about it until you're like, oh, wait, what time is it there? Or where do they live? Because sometimes the timing or where people live doesn't always come up. But you do have to be conscious of that. So make sure you know where they live, what time zone they're in, so that you guys can make sure that the time is correct. Okay, so things that you should always remember when you're getting them on the phone, you want to create urgency. you want them to think that you are so busy building your business and that you have so many people pulling at you that you don't have that much time. But you also want excitement to come out. The urgency also comes with pretend to be in a hurry. So definitely like prep yourself before you start. I think we've discussed this a little in our Facebook group. Everybody's really hard on themselves, and you have to be conscious of that. So always give yourself a little pep talk. You can do this. You know, you're the best closer in the world, whatever it is, to get yourself ready. But also always, always, always take your emotions out of it, okay? Be in control. You don't ever want to be really convincing, because if you have to constantly convince someone to do it, then that's how they're going to be as a leader. And that's going to be very exhausting and time consuming for you guys. If they're negative, you don't want to continue. We do not want negativity on our team. You guys know this. We've discussed this. It's hard. I work on it daily, and I know you guys do too. But just keep doing it. Keep being positive, and if there's negativity, just end the call. So here's what you say, okay? If you guys, after you send the info, in order to get them on the call, you can say, hey, you call them up, right? And you say, hey, whoever it is, it's Kayla from Facebook. I don't have a ton of time, but just reaching out at our scheduled time, as I promised, to see what you guys thought of the video. You hear what they have to say, and then you say this. Awesome. How do you see yourself building on this? So say they're like, okay, the supplements are amazing. I think that they could really help me and my family. Well, awesome. How do you see yourself building on this? Do you see it as a career? Do you see it as simply helping your family and you feel better and look better, right? And then after that, you always say, sounds to me like you're ready to join. So excited, right? And you get them really excited, okay? Then next, you're going to go, are you by a computer? Let me walk you through the process. Or if you can't do it, I can do it right now. If you can, sign them up when you are on the phone. That right there, they don't have time to think about it. They don't have time to second guess themselves. They're just going to do it, okay? I know it's very intimidating. Don't worry, it gets easier. So sometimes they're going to be like iffy, right? They're going to say, oh, I liked the videos, but I'm not sure, or I have some more questions or anything like that, right? So you can send them tools. You can even get on the phone with your upline. So if you guys want, I can get on the phone with you and them. We can do a three-way call, talk them through some more information, some videos. We can send them more, whatever works, okay? But always schedule another follow-up call, okay? Let's see. So if they're not interested, or if they are kind of still on the fence, this is exactly what you say. So instead of saying, let's go back up here. So instead of saying, sounds to me like you're ready to join, you say this, no problem, but just so you know, after we hang up, I'm talking to 4 more people that are very interested. As you know, business is all about timing. If you're still doing your research, continue to do that. If you know you want to join, I suggest getting in sooner rather than later, because this is because with this big event coming up, typically there's a big event coming up, you guys. You just have to play into it, figure out which event, obviously, that you're thinking about before you send this message, because otherwise people are just going to be like, what event? And you're going to be stumbling over yourself. So figure out what big event, obviously. And if there isn't, say something like, oh, my upline's doing a opportunity meeting, and then we can schedule one later, okay? It's not that big of a deal. And all these people will be ahead of you instead of working side by side. Wouldn't you rather be working next to you than above you, right? So that will kind of get them thinking and be like, okay, I need to do this sooner rather than later, and they won't waste time. So that's really important. Now, if they haven't watched the videos, this will happen. It totally does. You're going to say this. No problem at all. I actually have 4 other people that did watch the videos and that I need to get back with, and I just need to prioritize my time. Hope you understand. How soon do you think you can look at the info? And I'll give you a call back. So that's just going right back to the message you sent them. Not a big deal. We all know things happen, right, you guys? We forget, whatever, doesn't matter. So then you just reschedule them into your follow-up system, okay? And make another appointment. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, copy and paste these It's really important. And then other than that, just keep working on it. The more you do it, the easier it'll get, and the more you'll figure it out. And like I said, keep talking to each other and asking questions, and you will get it. I'm a month and a half, month into it, and I'm still trying to figure it out. So just give it time, and you guys can do it. Awesome. Have a great day.